Hi guys, welcome back to the American Wings channel. Finally made it to 100 subscribers. Thank y'all, appreciate that bunch. Now next will be 150, or however many we can get. Let's just go with that. We said we get some merchandise on 100, so we're gonna start looking into doing that. Maybe getting a few caps or something and shirts with the 52 on it, and some of them with the square body on it, and maybe something with that Vamper. I don't know. Y'all might like the Vamper. I don't know. But anyway, we
Ugly as
finished up.
homemade soap.
Yeah, we finished up uh, the rear end. Y'all seen the last one where we hit the highway for a little bit and done pretty good. We finished out here, and you can tell this, but this wood will look like this in a couple of weeks with the sun shining on it. You'll never be able to tell that it's new wood. Because we done the same thing back here a while back. I replaced these boards, and you can't tell that it's any different than
I like
the,
it
the
single.
body.
I think it looks good single.
I need to give me some hubcaps. If I can find any Ford hubcaps with 16-inch tires, it's pretty nice. And then, like I said, we're gonna work on the front end sometime this year in the summertime. We're gonna work on the front end, put new kingpin bushings in it, and stuff like that. See if we can get it to where it'll drive a little better going down the road, because it likes following the road. I'm not kidding. It'll almost scare you. Even if you ain't going very fast, you still got to hang on to her. But anyway, finally got that done, finished. And we got another thing over here. We got a little bit more of that copper wire that we had. And we got another different machine on it. I'm going to show you this machine we got. Finally got my son over here. I don't know how I don't know how I ended up doing that, but yes,
Well, according to him, mom told him to.
yeah. If he won't do anything Dad tells him to. He won't even unlock the door and I tell him to. But anyway, that thing's pretty heavy. It weighs about 100 pounds, I think. Anthony set it up here. We've done a little bit of stripping a minute ago.
Where's that little one at?
The little one's over here.
This is what we started with.
And it worked pretty good. I can't complain about it.
It did the job.
It done the job and will still do the job. You just plug it. Y'all see me run this thing a bunch on them other ones. Just put the drill there and bolt her down and shove it through there and hit the drill and it'll pull it through. This right here makes pretty light of it. But, we was cutting them up a little bit, about 4 or 5 foot long a while ago. I'm gonna try to just shove them through there long like that. See what it does. This thing here has got a, you can look through on this side over here. It's got the gears right there. Got a big cutter there, and it's got the wheels that pull it through. You adjust it up and down here. The wheel up and down here. You adjust the wheels up and down with this stuff, and the slide that you adjust it here. This where it'll line up with the wheels in there. And this is a variable speed. Let me turn it on here. Well, it's doing the same thing we do another day. When you unplug it, plug it back in. I don't know. Oh, you pushed that button. That's what you did.
I hear it now.
Yeah. Well, you got a variable speed on it. It'll pull through slow. Just pretty much put it on 10 and
Let it fly.
let her fly. Practically the same thing as the little one. You just ain't got to worry about no drill. You just shove her in there and let her go. I think the little one may have been a little faster because the drill was faster. But I mean, just as quick as you can get it in there. Gotta pretty much stole it, I guess you could say.
You got a heck of a
I
deal.
got a heck of a deal on it. Really nice guy that had it. He upgraded to a bigger one than this that actually takes everything off at one time machine. But this thing works pretty good for what it is, and especially for what I paid for. You can't beat what I paid for it, that's for sure.
It's quiet.
Yeah, it's real quiet. You ain't got to worry about if it's straight or bend a little bit. It'll pull it right on through. This one will even cut that. I think y'all seen me get those the yellow cords, the big yellow cords. You can even not even worry about the aluminum on there. You can just run it through here, and it'll cut that aluminum off just like it does this lead. And that makes it a little bit easier. You just can't get to them very often. Do you get them? Too much of a bite.
I mean, it's not hurting nothing.
Okay.
Get this,
Oh yeah.
Your strip master. Strip master.
Master.
Master, whatever that is there.
Meister.
Yeah. But it works pretty good, and I like it. We had that guy that I bought this from, he had a big one. It's about as wide as this table. And this side, you run it through there, and it'd do the copper like this. I mean the lead. And you take the lid off, and then on the other side of it, it had two big rollers in there, and you shove it in there, and it'd mash that stuff off there, that plastic or that
Coating.
the coating. It'd mash it, and then it'd come right off, and it wouldn't matter if it's glued or not. It'd mash it so hard that it'd just mash it off there, and it's pretty cool. He said I could use it if I wanted to. I doubt I'll go up there and use stuff. I don't want to use that man's stuff. But anyway, like I said, we got a pretty good deal on this this one here. I couldn't pass it up. But anyway, we're going to finish this up and see if we can't find something else to put on this video here in a little bit. Hang in there. We'll be back in a bit. Back home, whenever I got a lot of this stuff, I had to make my own thing. I had cut a 55-gallon drum lid, got a little piece off of it, and I got a metal table back home. And I welded that piece of 55-gallon drum, wasn't very big, like yay big, and I rounded it off and sharpened it, and I welded it to the table that I had. And then I had a little piece of metal on each side of it and on top of it. And I'd have to shove it through there, grab the end of it and pull it through. But that was before I realized that they made such a stuff. Back then we didn't have no internet and stuff, but now this makes life a lot easier than doing what we were doing back in the day, or how I used to do it. And I bet that's still welded to that table.
It probably is.
Yeah, I bet it's still on that table. I know I never took it off.
Wow. There it is. All cut.
Yep.
Make a mess to clean up on it.
At least it's cut.
Well, we got that pile taken care of pretty quick. Still got a little pile over there,
Not much left.
and got
Pretty
this-
quick.
Still got this right here to tackle, but I don't know if this will be too long or not. It looks pretty long. Man, it was no longer than what we had.
I love how quiet it is.
It is real quiet. I like it because it don't matter if it's a little bit bent or not. It doesn't matter. Need to next time build me a table, put out there so it'll slide on the table.
Mm-hmm. Makes for some pretty quick work.
Hmm. Yeah, they could have set it on the trailer and just let it slide up the trailer. Good thing I think about that stuff by the time I'm done.
I need to warm my hands up.
Alright guys, this is a couple of days later. I think that was
Sunday, wasn't it?
So I can't remember what day it was. This is a couple days after Memorial Day. I think today's Wednesday. Memorial Day was Monday. And we finished up Saturday or Sunday with this, with our newly used wire stripper.
New to you.
Yeah, new to me. Worked great. You can just cram it through there, and boy, it doesn't matter if it's got a bend to it or not. It doesn't really matter. This is what we ended up with over here. We didn't get a chance to sell it. I was going to sell it yesterday, but ended up having to go to the rig. Had to put a fan clutch on the rig because it was leaking air. Had to put a couple of thermostats. It's got 2 thermostats in it. Had to change both of those. Had to just work the radiator. A couple of things I had to do to the rig. So I was mostly at the rig all day yesterday, and then today I had to work. I had to go to work on the rig. So that's what we ended up with over here. We ended up, that's just metal. That's not that Monel stuff. That's just metal. We ended up with almost a box full.
So neat.
It's got a lot underneath there that took a lot of space up, and it looks like a lot, but there's a wadded up underneath there, so it's not near as much as we had the first time. But we did get a lot of lead. Pretty good box of lead there. I think there's about 600 or 700 foot there. Is what we ended up with. I can't remember what it was, but anyway, we ended up with this. Whenever we go take this off, we might take the 52 this time just to see how it pulls. Just a trailer with that new rear end under it, or the higher geared rear end. I think I said it on the last video when we passed the 48s. Did get points, condenser, and rotary cap for it. Did charge the battery up at 6-volt battery, got it charged up. I think y'all seen the battery charged over there by that wire stripper. Got it charged up just for poops and giggles, I guess I should say, instead of the other. Went over there, the V8 didn't crank up. I think it needs a fuel pump on it, and I think I got a fuel pump order for it. It's been sitting over there for several years, and only time I ever turned it on was just to crank it up for 10 minutes or whatever. Then idle for a little bit, and that was about it. But I do, and the 6-cylinder, it didn't crank, of course. So we're gonna go over there maybe this weekend if the fuel pump comes in. Maybe we can get them both at one time. Get the 6-cylinder fired up and get the V8 fired back up. I think y'all seen it. When was it, last year sometime we cranked them up, or was it the first of this year?
No,
I
it
can't
wasn't real
remember.
cold yet.
I can't remember when it was. I think it was just getting warm whenever we cranked them up. Or anyway, the video's on there. Y'all can go back and see the video. But we didn't get the 6-cylinder cranked up. And they'll be like take 735, trying to get the 6-cylinder fired up. I know it'll run. Had it running several times. Drove it over there. Anthony drove it to school a couple of times. He wanted to show the class the difference between a modern day 6-cylinder and a flathead 6-cylinder, what he wanted to do. So he drove to school a couple of times, which that's what I like about this little community. They'll let you get by with a little bit of stuff. Just don't have a pocket knife in your pocket, because they get mad about that. But anyway, I think we'll end this video here. We'll pick up a video maybe this weekend. We'll get over there at them 48s, get them fired up. And like I said, the 6-cylinder will be take 37, 57, 737, whatever it was. I don't remember. But we'll get it done. Thank y'all for watching, and thank y'all for subscribing. We end up with 106 so far, and we're looking into caps, shirts, and a few coffee mugs. We're looking at the cost on it and seeing what we can do about that. Maybe get some merch out there. It'd be great. Even if we get more subscribers, it'd be even better. But thank y'all for subscribing. Thanks for y'all being out there, and we'll see you on the next one.
See ya.
I just